Domestic cats are not only good at purring, sleeping for hours on end, and begging for food, they're also great fighters. Cats beautifully catch birds and rats, defeat dogs and wild predators, are able to deal with even a snake or attack a deer. This is definitely worth seeing. In this episode, I'll show you domestic cats in action. Let's go! Rat. Let's start with these rodents that cats regularly hunt. In fact, they have a harder time hunting rats than their favorite mice, but many cats do well. For example, this black cat snuck up on a rat, bit it, but it immediately escaped. The cat tried to use the same tactics, but the rodent didn't really want to fight. It hoped that the cat would just leave it alone, but the predator didn't let up. The cat won. Sometimes cats use a different tactic. They do not bite rats, but hit them with their paws. Look at the hook this ginger cat threw. The rat even got stunned for a second, but then decided to fight back. To avoid that, cats have to deliver several blows in a row, like this cat. A few punches with the left paw, a few punches with the right paw, and the final blow to the head. The rat didn't even realize why the furball had done that to it. In general, direct combat is not always the choice of cats. These predators prefer to ambush. Watch how this cat does it. It's sitting by some trap door, watching the rat and acting as cautiously as possible. It takes its time, prepares an attack that should be flawless, waits for the moment, and abruptly grabs the rat with its teeth. It was great, but don't think that rats do nothing but get it. They can teach cats a lesson themselves. Check out this ninja rat. It dazzled the cat with its stunts, defended itself, and left the predator with nothing. Birds. It's not uncommon to see your favorite pet sitting by the window, gazing intently into the distance and chirping. Most likely at this moment, it's hunting birds. This is a manifestation of the cat's wild instincts. On the one hand, it's the sound of excitement of the cat fascinated by the prey, and on the other hand, it's disappointment because the cat cannot get the prey. But if there was no window, the chirping ends and the battle begins. The first fighter is the black and white cat, which cornered the pigeon. The cat thought the pigeon was dead, but the bird managed to fly away. The hunt failed because the cat was in too much of a hurry. Birds have a very good reaction and an advantage in the form of wings, so cats need to attack them as unobtrusively as possible. Like this stealth predator, it approaches the prey inch by inch, literally. The prey doesn't see it. The cat tries not to make noise, gets ready to crouch, and grabs the bird as soon as it turns away slightly. Impressive. That's about the same way this cat attacked a magpie, but the magpie managed to escape. Besides, its relatives were nearby and, if anything, would have beaten the cat and taken the bird back. The cat understood this, so it did not attack again and then decided to get away from this troubled place. With birds, one needs to be inconspicuous and unpredictable, and this cat did everything right. It lurked under the wall, didn't give away its position, and attacked the pigeon sharply, taking it by surprise. Sometimes birds manage to escape and fly away, but the fact that they fly doesn't mean that they're safe. Cats can catch them literally on the fly. Look how this bird pestered the cat. At first, it tried not to pay attention to the impudent feathered creature, but soon its patience came to an end. When the bird finally pissed it off and flew up to it again, the cat grabbed it on the fly and didn't let it go. It reminded me of how birds are caught by wild and big cats. For example, here a leopard was hunting a bird that was trying to escape on a branch, but it wasn't an obstacle for the predator. It literally soared and easily grabbed the bird, and so it can catch not only a harmless bird, but also a dangerous predator, even an eagle. No matter what kind of cat it is, domestic and small or wild and huge, all of them are graceful in terms of hunting birds. Dog. It's the four-legged man's best friend's turn. In fact, many dogs get along well with cats, but there are still fights between these animals. Of course, dogs often win, purely because of their size, but cats are not bad either. In this case, the dog messed with a whole gang. Literally, these cats held territory and didn't want to see any outsiders. Everyone was tense. The dog didn't understand what was going on, and the cats were in a fighting stance. Their backs were arched, their hair stood on end, and they were ready for any outcome. Personally, I thought the dog would be the first to attack, but it wasn't the case. One of the cats sharply attacked the dog and the whole gang scattered. Here again, we see the confrontation between a furball gang and a dog. They got into an argument and had a fight. The cats rushed at the dog, scratched it, and tried to ram it. When the dog attacked one of them, the other cats immediately intervened. It was not easy for the dog to watch everyone. The cats exhausted it and won in the fight, though it was not a fair fight. This confrontation is also a bit unfair. The cat hisses and beats the dog through the cage. The latter can't respond properly, but don't think the cat's a coward. There's an entrance on the side. The cat goes in and hits the dog directly. The dog didn't expect that. Then the cat found a hiding place and the dog couldn't get it. Okay, street Street animal fights are normal. They happen often. But domestic conflicts happen no less often. Here, the furball didn't like that the Kangal dog was nuzzling its paws, and it decided to teach it a lesson. This Siamese cat is a great boxer. It beat the dog like a punching bag, and the dog couldn't do anything. It's not uncommon for dogs to take such a beating. This was about the same kind of beating. Dogs are smart. They realize that they're much stronger than cats, so they sometimes have to take such blows, so the cats will blow off some steam and calm down. Some like boxing more and some like wrestling. This cat decided not to swing with its paws, but just wrestled its black four-legged friend. Also, it bit the dog a couple of times. Okay, in fact, pets are more likely to play this way than to sort things out, but cats and dogs really do not like each other. We've known it since childhood, but why? It's hard to say for sure. But scientists have a few thoughts on the matter. According to one version, they have different behavior. Cats simply do not like contact with other animals, in contrast to extroverted dogs. So a dog attacking a cat can sometimes mean just curiosity, not an attempt to hunt. According to another version, it's all about the predatory nature of both animals. And according to the third version, the cause of conflict lies in a long-standing competition. Distant ancestors of cats, saber-toothed tigers, hunted dogs, so they may have developed a sense of dislike for cats at the genetic level. Cats have conflicts not only with dogs, but also with many other members of the dog's family. With coyotes, for example, where they're common. I'm talking about North America. Cats often fall prey to coyotes that sneak into cities, but they can also sometimes fight back. Here, for example, a coyote got into a cat's territory, and the black predator didn't stand for it. It chased the intruder away without hesitation. The same thing happened here. A coyote came close to the house where a cat lived. The cat jumped out and frightened the coyote. The wild dog had to run away. Although it tried to come back later, the cat kept chasing it to get as far away as possible. And this coyote was already right on the property of the house, but the cat wouldn't let it get into the house itself. The brave furball fiercely chased the coyote away, and it had to jump over the fence to escape. This black cat was also on the defense of the house and was not afraid to run up to the coyote and punch it with its paw. The coyote decided not to fight and just ran away. Coyotes? Come on. Cats don't mind getting in a fight with something even bigger, like deer. A cat just has to be very confident and cocky, like this one. It pushes against the fawn, and the fawn is clearly afraid of it. The fawn backs away and stomps with its hooves, warning that it's ready to defend itself. But the cat's not frightened. It still pushes against the fawn and scares it. And this cat attacked the deer, and a big one at that. The antlered one didn't understand what this little thing was doing and started sniffing. The cat continued to pretend that it didn't care at all, but after this retaliatory kick with a hoof, it still ran away. Cats are not only afraid of deer, but even of snakes. Moreover, snakes themselves dislike cats and are afraid of them because it's not easy to deal with such an agile predator. This cat noticed a snake on the road and decided to eliminate the threat. It boldly went out to it, and the fight immediately began. The snake tried to attack the cat, but it dodged, didn't come too close, and hit the snake with its paw, trying to stun it. It seemed to succeed. The snake slowed down a lot, and when it tried to attack again, the cat dodged and grabbed it with its teeth. It's something similar here, except the snake is kind of unfolded. Both opponents are hitting each other while the second cat is watching the fight. The fight was close, but it seemed to me that at the very end, the snake gave up. What do you think? This cat decided to act aggressively right away. It likes bites more than punches, so it tries to grab the snake with its teeth, but it does it carefully. When the snake falls out, it starts working with its paws. That's all great, except the snake didn't seem to want to fight at all. During the whole fight, it never attacked the cat and just wanted peace. It seemed to me that the cat was playing with the snake rather than trying to kill it. But in the wild, it's much more serious. There are no games. Everybody's fighting for their lives. Among cats, sand cats are the best at dealing with snakes. They're inhabitants of hot deserts where there are a lot of creeping creatures. Sand cats have to engage in dangerous battles with venomous snakes, and often they come out victorious from, just like in this video you've just watched. That's all, guys. Do you like cats? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you later.